Good morning, guys. We're back here. Today is demo, so you know what's going on. Open it up on the upper deck first.
We had a 2x4 we could do it. Tia's bringing some stuff coming. For you, we'll cook it for lunch.
No, you can eat it.
I don't know. He might.
That's dead.
That one's dead. The other guy, he went down below.
You can eat spider. What a beautiful day. We're starting to dig a trench for pouring concrete. So from this line to that end.
We can go a little bit higher, but not much. That's why we're filling up that side first.
So that's it for the garbage?
All this?
Concrete, oh.
That's not concrete.
Good morning, guys. It is 7:04 and today is Saturday, October 2nd. I just arrived. It's not a job site, it's just a bakery. I got this bakery job. So from morning till afternoon 2 o'clock, and then I'll go home, take a break, and then from 5 to midnight there's another job. So I've managed to, basically I want to give you guys a few updates. Managed to get a few jobs just like piled on the weekend only, which is good. And then potentially maybe there's a third job that I applied this weekend. Hopefully I'll get it. But think about it, I'll only be working like 2 or 3 days a week, but then I still make, but still it's gonna be four shifts, so almost equivalent of full-time. And that's before I discovered Jim Rohn, because after I listened to Jim Rohn, everything just changed. Like everything he says just makes sense. Made a lot more sense than every guru combined that I've watched, listened, and read. One thing he said really stuck with me. He said, "Be a student, not a follower." And I think that was my problem, because I've been just like a fanatic follower to every single guru that I listen. Like, oh my god, this guy is a god, I must follow everything he says. And then it doesn't turn well for me because I'm not him. And then again I find another guru, oh my god, this guy made it, I'm gonna do exactly what he did. Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. October 14th, Thursday. I'm just going to McDonald's, grab breakfast, and then I'm going to Home Depot to buy a pair of goggles, because I left mine at a friend of mine yesterday, and I thought, because I don't know when Paul's gonna call me, but he called last night, so I'm back to work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday too. Hey, it's Ron here. So I went to the Home Depot, but unfortunately they are out of stock, and so I have to wear the stupid big goggles today, but that's okay. It's been a few weeks since I uploaded the last video, and I just want to tell you guys what happened. So, you know, for the first 24 years of my life, I have been living half consciously with a foggy head. I don't know who I am or what I want. I was just drifting until the year 2017. If you have been following me, then you know that's where everything changed, because I discovered something called transgender. and then everything makes sense. And then the concept of I don't have to wait for, or I don't have to wish for a next life to have control of my body just blew my mind. By the way, I don't believe in next life. And so on my 25th birthday, I had the top surgery done, which to me is everything's complete. And with the newfound freedom and a mental wake up, I was thinking, wow, before I didn't know I can break free from my own body, but now seems like everything is a possibility, and now seems like the entire world is mine, and I can go out and do things because now I'm free, finally. And I start searching for opportunities, and watching YouTube videos and reading books. Actually, become a book junkie. I don't know whether that's a good thing or bad thing. Like, not like in specifically self-help books. Like Jim Rohn, Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, MJ DeMarco. Who else? Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, you name it. I've read all of their books, and not just one of them books. Like, if they wrote 10 books, I read all of them. And somehow I realized I just become like a self-help book junkie. But that didn't get me anywhere. I got more confused, and I feel lost because everybody's saying different things. Sometimes they even say contradictory things, and yet somehow they all made it. So and what I got worse was I'm just starting going in circles. Every week I have a different idea, and this year especially, this year is a living proof of that I had a new idea every other week, and I'll give up 2 seconds later when it's not working, and I'll go back to square one, which is very stupid. And I start pushing people away and shutting them down because, well, the guru said you must cut off the negativity in your life. You must cut off the toxic people if they're not where you want to be, blah blah blah, and you are the average of the 5 people around you, all that good stuff. I did exactly what they said, and maybe my interpretation of them was wrong, but I felt worse because then I ended up with no one, and I'm nowhere near my goals. But I recently talked to someone who's known me for a long time, and he was being brutally honest, and I think that's really good. Like you said, you're running around in circles. You're not going straight line. Anyone who made it, they just go straight towards the goal. No distractions. And you want to make $100 million by next Monday, and it's just not gonna happen. I agree with him to a degree, but at the same time, I don't have to knock myself out. At least I'm trying. Unlike people who's given up on their life and then they're just settle down with a mediocre life for the rest of life. Like, that's something that I'm most terrified of. Not being able to live an extraordinary life. That's something terrifies me. If I see a family who's living a stable life, happy, and go to work, come back, watch TV, make dinner, blah blah blah, that scares the living shit out of me. It's like watching a nightmare in front of me. But at least I'm trying, and if this doesn't work, then I'll try something else. But anyway, I wrote a few letters to people who's in my life, who's been good to me, and I thought I should own up to what I did. And I wrote some letters to them, and just to show that I'm taking the first step. I think because I believe the first step is just to take responsibility, ownership, and realize you've messed up and clean up the mess you created. I think that's a good step, and just being super honest. Like, the letters I wrote to the people that I know are like 100% honest, and I was being as open as I can, as sincere as I can, and I think from the response that I got, they are really moved by my honesty, and I felt good about it. I think Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why can bear any how." And I like to add that he who has a why can figure out every single what. And yes, I'm confused. Yes, I'm lost. But I look around and thinking, what's the most practical thing I can do? What am I good at? And what are people saying I'm good at? And you know, because you have to be honest and realistic with yourself. And my colleagues and my big people around me tells me that I'm super good at. I have a really good eye for details. Like my, again, there's no need to knock myself out. I think I'll probably give myself a pat on the back and just be like, I'm really proud of you, and don't give up, because there's no, what's the alternative of giving up? And anyway, I've talked to my boss. He's a really nice guy, and he's willing to give me another chance and come back to work. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That weekend job, I might keep it just to, you know, keep myself busy. So this side, I've been here before. Last time we tried to put the stairs up, but somehow the landing was not right, and we ended up taking it down and redo everything. Take a look. So that's the new stairs. Nice. I think Chris did this one, so okay. Should be a short project here. The email said install the gutters on the south side of the house and then connect with the. So this is the ridiculous big goggles I was talking about. It's from my last job. The landscaping company gave it to me. I don't know. I don't think anyone will wear this. It's just too awkward. Just had a phone call with Chris. He is running late, and apparently I didn't find any gutters, and he said there's no gutters on site, so he has to go grab material and some more trims for the doors. But it's gonna take him another hour, so I don't know, maybe I should find a place just to sit down and wait, because there's nothing I can do. It is 10:20 a.m. I'm driving to the second job site just because Chris arrived about 10 minutes ago, and like he didn't bring gutters because he didn't know what's going on, and and he took a look at the door, said the trim is messed up and needs to be redone, and there's no material for that. So he said, why don't we just go to the second job site and finish that one and then come back here. So the second job site is in Vancouver. Okay, I just arrived. Look at that. I guess Chris stopped by Home Depot to grab something, but take a look at this deck. It's all more or less the same. That's some huge posts. Composite stairs, fascia. Nice.
It's the root. Holy hell.
Chris just left to grab a bag of concrete. So as you can see, we're just trying to install this fence gate, and I'm digging this hole 18 inches. The fence is up. Now we're going back to the first job site. Installing gutters. Goes up here. This is called end caps. Caulking. Oh, he just put these.
Let's figure out which way it doesn't go. So that way, I'm a little more on one of the tops.
We have installed the gutter. That's it. And then the next is the downpipe. So you can see the hole here, connect it, and then connect it here. Almost finished.